Hey everybody, welcome back to another plan with me. I'm sorry that I missed so many weeks. You've missed this week and this week. I tried to film the week after this, but let me tell you, it is rough, so I just scrapped everything. So I'm on to this week. It's week of the 29th to the 4th. And I'm just excited to have another week. I want to back plan the last week, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. So what are you going to do? This week I am filming a little bit late again. I think I'm just going to start, maybe if I just try to plan later in the week, then I just don't have to worry about it anymore. But this week I ended up having some plumbing problems at my house, and it's an issue that we had last year right after we moved in, and we knew it was a problem. We had it fixed. It was very expensive, but we knew it was a problem from before we moved in, and it was not an issue with the house directly. It's like a mainline issue. But last year we had to pay for the work up front and then have the work reimbursed. And this year we just we went directly to like our HOA and just had them take care of it because we just didn't want to have to deal with it again. But it still meant that we had like workers and stuff in and out of our house. And it was one of those things where I messaged, I'm not going to say her name, but I messaged her about it, and I told her, like, hey, we're having a lot of the same issues that we're having last year, and, can you please send someone out? And she's like, yeah, I'll call someone, can I give them their give them your number? And I said, yeah, that's fine. And she messages me back, and she's like, hey, are you home today? I'm like, yeah. So she ended up having someone come out the same day, which was really great. Like, I really, really appreciate that, especially since last time it happened, like, on a Friday. And in all fairness, like, we noticed some symptoms beforehand, but it was a new house to us, and we didn't know, we knew there were a couple of things that felt kind of odd to us, but we didn't know if it were was like some quirks of the home or what. And then everything stopped, literally. And we had to have our water wasn't like off, but we couldn't use our water for 3 or 4 days. And like after all of the chaos of moving in and the issue with the issues we had with like electricity and plumbing and having stuff being broken and just the residual issues that you have from buying a home that's sat, unlived in for a while, it was frustrating to feel like we just got everything all set up. We just got it like livable, and we were settling in. And then to find out, like, oh, we're back to not being able to use our water again. It was really disappointing. And, like, we called, all different, like, services and stuff like that. And we couldn't, reasonably so, we just couldn't get anyone out right away. So it was a few days. Like, we were able to, get water from our faucets for, like, dinner and stuff like that. Like, we were able to, like, fill buckets, but we weren't able to, like, put anything down the drain. So we didn't want that to happen this year. And luckily, with how quickly all of that was taken care of, we didn't have that issue this year. So for that, I'm really grateful. But it did put me behind a little bit for this week. But I guess it's better to be put behind for a day rather than being, like, really caught off guard for a week. And right now I'm just pulling out some basic stickers like my bill dues and my habit trackers and stuff like that. I've made a real mess of like my sticker storage lately. Like I just have it in a box. Let me see if I can lift it up. But I just have it in this box. And like I understand how I laid it out. What I don't understand is why I didn't follow it. For whatever reason, I've just been like throwing stuff in there. I'm trying to figure out what color I want to use. I went into it thinking I would pick this color, but like this is definitely really warm. And I'm wondering if I should use red. I don't think I want to use red. But yeah, I tried to plan last week and wowie was it bad. Like I'm not sure if it was just because it was late and I was tired. Like it was a night where my husband was out Ubering and I was probably trying to plan, I don't know, like 1:30 or so in the morning, which isn't like really late for me, but usually if I'm up at that time, which I have been lately, I'm usually doing something like art related, not necessarily like planner related, unless it's something that I've stayed up specifically for the shop. So I don't know. I'm guessing I just wasn't in the mindset for that. Don't mind me. I'm just adjusting my notebook. But yeah, it came out really bad. You know what? Nope. It's gonna be one of those weeks, isn't it? It's just like last week. I already feel it. I'm not doing it again. I'm not filming for 45 minutes, only to scrap all of the footage. Because that made me sad. All red week it is. Now I have to pick a new marker. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with this original color that not original, but like the second color that I pulled up. Because I can't bring myself to do red. I can't. I'm not in the mood with it. Not in the mood for it, and I know it'll just like, it'll bug me. Not necessarily bug me, but I won't want to look at my planner. Like I know I'm not going to enjoy it. Like, if that makes any sense, like I'm just gonna open it every time and not be happy with it and not want to use it, and that's not really productive. So I'm gonna stick with this color. I think I'm still going to stick with this marker since it's kind of in between the two. And for anyone who's ever like messaged me or left a comment or anything and, you know, asked me how I pick all of the colors, you know, to look like really nice and look cohesive, if this is not just a stunning display of I have no idea what I'm doing, I don't know what is, but I really don't. Like I wing it, and a lot of the times the colors don't always line up, you know, like it just, when you look at the spread at the end, it looks beautiful, like it usually looks really cohesive, but throwing it all together, you know, it's just having fun. It's playing down stickers that are similar. It's sticking with colors that are mostly the same, which is why, you know, like I love having like all of these rainbow sheets, because I know, you know, like every single time roughly what color I'm going to end up using. But if I pick something that's a little bit different, it'll still kind of blend in the end. So that's just what I do. Like that's how I end up with really cohesive spreads. Okay, so now we're going to get into the plans finally, and I'm just trying to pull out like all of my stickers, and I know Monday was very much kind of like an admin kind of day, so I think I'm going to pull out my little push pin stickers, and I do know that I'm going to end up skipping around a little bit. I did write down all of my plans for this week on a notebook, just to kind of help me plan, and because sometimes I just I work better off of a list, and yeah, it's easier for me. Like, I'm definitely the kind of person that likes to pre-plan. Like, my brain works really well with just like sitting down and doing like lists or something. I know a lot of people will refer to that as sorry, I have the hiccups, so I have like weird pauses, I'm sorry. But I know a lot of people refer to it as a brain dump, and I don't like that term for no other reason than it just doesn't sound pretty. So it's just my preference. But yeah, I like to do lists and work off of that. So I'm wondering, because I have these, I may end up doing like one of these kind of clear stickers, and I'll make a list underneath it. Okay, so I did orders, I went to the post office, I print and cut stickers, and I replied to messages, and now I'm just putting one of these translucent stickers over the top of that. And I'm just checking these off since I did already do them. Like I said, it is Wednesday. So other than that, I did have to clean a little bit. I have these, but I also want to see if I have any leftover stickers. I couldn't find anything, so I'm just going to use this sheet. And like I said, if you want any of the like the doodle stickers to be available in the translucent paper, let me know, because I'm not going to offer it unless there is like a want for it. And it's not necessarily one of those things where like it has to be like a ton of people who want it, but if there's enough for me to spend time listing it, then I'll do it. But I don't want to do it and have it be for nothing, I guess. I do want to move this up now that I'm thinking about it. But I want to clean out, or I wanted to clean out the fridge and pantry. And I'm just going to write clean at the top with a little arrow. And I also wanted to just do like a basic kind of quick clean throughout the house. Not really focus on anything. It's just I didn't get to really clean this weekend, so sometimes it's easier for me to just kind of take little things here and there and do like the majority of the cleaning. Just, like doing the dishes and wiping the counters, grabbing anything that might be in the living room, stuff like that, just to get, the bulk of stuff out of the way, and then focus on like detail things later on. So that's what I did. Right now, I'm just looking for an ice cream sticker, because on Monday, we went on a little like dessert date out to Friendly's and got sundaes. So I want to mark that in my planner because we don't do that very often. And it was a lot of fun. Like, we just kind of went for a little ride and, got to talk and hang out and just kind of catch up. Okay, so I just wrote that we went to Friendly's, and then I also wrote that on Monday we had a bit of a fancy dinner at home. Just more memory planning, I guess, than anything. Alright, and then for Tuesday, I just want to write down that it was payday. I do think I'm going to stick with it being up there. So I'm just writing payday, and I'm also writing budget because I did do a couple of quick things for our bills yesterday as well. I'm just drawing a little arrow to that. Okay, I also pulled out my little quarter boxes and a little hammer sticker so I could write down that the plumber was here today. Right. Sorry. I keep saying today, like, yeah, I don't know. But, so I can write down that the plumber was here this day so I can track it, because last year we had that problem happen December 5th, and I want to just kind of keep track of these things, because if they don't fix it like they're supposed to come out and fix the whole system in spring. At least that's going to be the plan for the plumber. If this happens again, I want there to be a record of how often we've had to deal with this issue. Because your plumbing is not like a small problem when you're dealing with it, you know? And then yesterday we also made sure to clean out Piper's cage and get her new towels. And I'm not sure if we're like the only ones. I doubt that we are. But we have so much fun like buying seasonal things for our rabbit. Like she doesn't care if she has seasonal towels, but we do it anyway. It's just part of the fun of having a pet, I guess. But yeah, we picked out holiday towels and stuff for her to have, just stuff that was like, you know, warm colors, because it's fun. We also like to joke on like what colors she likes more, like what towels that she kind of takes to, because whenever we put down like towels in her cage, there are some that she just like takes to right away, and like she digs and immediately tries to make part of her home. And then there are other ones where she's just like, this is okay, I guess, kind of thing. So I don't know. That might be odd for some people, but it's definitely something that we talk about and we notice. So I think I want to take one of these little laptops instead of pulling out one of the larger ones, but I am going to look really quick just to see, because I do like the bigger ones. It is kind of big, but I've also had a lot of like smaller decorations here, so maybe we can do it. I don't know. I'm gonna stick that to the side for right now and maybe try one of the little ones, because it just seems kind of big for the space. Maybe I'll just write a couple of the things that I did yesterday and then go from there. I'm gonna do a quick little mark for the most important one of the day, which was to pack and ship orders. And then I also worked on some custom order stuff, as well as messages. Okay, and now that I've filled that space up a little bit, I'm going to see if I like this or not. I feel like the only way to do that is to cover up part of the top. I think to just kind of get my hand out of the way. I'm going to see if I like any of that. I really don't think I do. Alright, I'm not sure how much of that actually cut off, but I used the little laptop instead of the larger one, and I just drew a laptop to kind of connect the space a little bit. So today, one of the fun things that I got to do was shop for my husband's birthday present for his birthday coming up on the 5th. Yeah, I think I'm going to put that up here. But I do want to look really quick. I'm going to pull out these shopping stickers, because I think I would like that to be a little bit closer. Oh, I fudged that. There we go. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. And once again, I'm noticing that I'm kind of creating this like column down the center, and I want to try to avoid that. So I'm just going to try to be more mindful going forward to kind of fill up these spaces in the center a bit. So I wrote down that I want to do an Amazon exchange. I wanted to shop for his birthday present, and then I also wanted to shop for some new sweaters. It's funny, I was talking to my husband the other night, who just like looks up the weirdest things online. Like, am I the only one who like knows someone who does that? But like, I'm looking at sweaters, and like, I'm in the usual like Amazon black hole trying to find something that is like something that I both like and is my size, and that's always like such a hard thing to do. And he's over there like, look, I found a house that you can like, because he's looking at like just like, we have a house and we're not shopping for one, but he's just like, look at this house and like all the features and like stuff like that. And I'm over here and I'm like, you found houses that you just like love on the internet, and I can't even find a sweater in my size. Go figure. So I'm pulling at that. I did get coffee today. I tried to be good, but what can you do? It's not my fault. I was minding my own business, going on Instagram, like you do, and one of the people I follow was like, look at this amazing coffee that I got this morning, my donut. I'm like, oh, why would you do that to me? So naturally, I had to go get a coffee myself because it looked so good. So I was just playful and wrote coffee down there for all of you Gilmore Girls fans. And then I'm taking this camera sticker because I know I want to do Plan With Me video today, which I am doing, obviously. And then of course, like Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm going to do this up here. Oh, that line was crooked. So I pulled up these film and edit stickers because I'm thinking I can put these next to each other. And I will try to promise that I won't be so obsessed with these every week going forward, but for right now, I really am. Like, I'm one of those people that I'm always like really, really late to all of the trends that are out. Like, for example, I didn't even try leggings until like 4 months ago, and now I'm obsessed with them. Like, they are pajamas that you can wear in public. So yeah, translucent stickers are one of those things that I've just started to get into, and I'm so obsessed with them. But they just like, they look so pretty, and I love that they look handwritten or like hand drawn in your planner. They're stunning. I don't understand why I haven't liked them until now, or appreciated them at the very least. So I'm trying to look at my list and just seeing what other things I want to do today. So I just wrote Instagram messages, drawings, and then custom doodles that I'm working on for a customer. And I'm going to try to fit this little, little camera sticker right here. And just do my little swirly arrow down. And that is just so freaking adorable. Okay, and then I think tomorrow I want to try to do some drawings, just because I've been feeling like really antsy lately. And didn't I tell you, like, I always try to start Inktober strong, and then for the life of me, I can't finish it. So I'm just writing down drawings, and then I'm probably going to just write a couple things, like work on some of my design list ideas. I also want to work on some more like seasonal and holiday things. And then I also just want to work on some like fun projects for me. And then I think while I have this space under here, I'm going to find my late day stickers and then just put one under there. And it's my last late day sticker. I'll have to make another one for me. I rambled. I probably cut a lot of that out. But I do know that I just got my new card in the mail the other day because I had a fraudulent purchase on it. And I needed to order a new one. So now I need to go through and have the exciting experience of changing all of my payment information again. I think at this point I want to start skipping around a little bit just so that I can just add a couple of things. Like, I know this weekend we're probably going to try to go to New York again, and I want to celebrate that. So I think I'm going to put down this sticker from one of the mini Happy Planner sticker books. And I see that's from the memory planning one. I'll grab it in a second. And this is just ever so slightly too long for the box. I'm just realizing that. But if any of you have ever pulled up those stickers, you know that sometimes it pulls the paper up with it. But I just used this sticker book and found that. And that's really cute. And that doesn't bug me so much that I'll keep noticing it throughout the week. Okay, so I decided that one of the things I've been enjoying doing lately is putting a checklist down on the Friday into Saturday spot. Yeah, I picked the right color. So I want to make sure that I can do that again and leave room for the other sticker. And I don't care if there's a little bit of overlap. That doesn't bother me. In fact, I really like that. But I just wanted to make sure that I had room for that. And I think I'm going to try to find one of my clear stickers again, because I want the important ones. And if you could see my desk right now, whew, like I always see all of these people on like YouTube and Instagram, like Tasia from Sweet Clyde Design is a really good one, and I always see her messy desks, and like her messy desk is stunning. Like, oh my gosh, like it's so pretty and colorful, and I'm always like, I can't, like I try to have a messy desk, and even like my messy desks feel like there is too much structure. But I get it now that I've been doing YouTube videos. Like, I completely understand how you can end up with a desk that looks like a rainbow wreck, if I'm being honest, because I just have like rainbow stickers everywhere. So like, I get it now. I get it. And I'm both mortified and thrilled. Because I do. She posts her desks on like Instagram, or she'll like pan out in a YouTube video and show it, and I'm like, how is it that her desk can be so messy and yet look so darn pretty? But anyway, I'm putting down probably one of these little stickers because I want to do my hair on Friday night. Before we leave, and I think I want to have it be a little slanted, but I don't think I like that. Maybe I'll just wait a minute on that too, because I don't love that. I think while I'm still trying to figure all of that out, I will just write down a couple of the things that I do know. I want to put down this laundry sticker. I didn't leave myself a lot of room for that. Let's see if I want to maybe swap that. Okay, so I did write towels, bathroom, and closet. The only reason I kind of differentiated these is because usually when I mean towels, I mean a lot of like cleaning towels and stuff like that, just because we like to try to use as many cloth towels instead of paper towels. So, like, for dusting and wiping things down and just, like, hand towels, we always try to have those, and we try to clean them out, you know, fairly regularly. So, like, our cleaning and hand towels are always separate from our bathroom towels. So I just want to make sure that we do both of those. And I need to remember while I'm changing and updating all of my credit card information that I need to do the Etsy account card as well, so that I can make sure my bill is paid and they don't get angry with me. Oh, I also want to make sure that my that our Xfinity account is updated too. because those are the most pressing ones that need to be done. So that's all for the first half of the week. I'm going to move that out of the way now. And I'm going to finally get some more cards. Okay, so on Friday I do want to pull out my camera stickers again, because I know that I'm going to want to do like pictures of my weekly spread and probably my dailies as well. Because I have started using my traveler's notebook again for like my checklist and my daily stuff, and I will probably do maybe like a series of like daily plan with me's, so you can kind of get an idea of how I structure my day and my week. Plus I really want to do more traveler's notebook videos coming up. I just really enjoy those, and I haven't done one in a really long time, and I've been getting like good feedback and good views on that video still. So I'm just writing weekly and daily posts. And then I probably want to try to upload my plan with me this day. And I'm going to try to schedule it just because I'm finding that with the higher like quality rating, is that the, not rating, like higher quality settings that I'm using, when I first upload it, it's usually like really, really bad quality, like 360p. And not 1080 or 4K. And if you've ever seen like a really newly updated YouTube video that hasn't been scheduled, it is rough. It is rough going. So I want to do that so it has time to not only like upload, but also I guess like render out the footage so that it's really nice and clear for when you guys actually get to see it. Okay, I had to find the stickers. So I want to use these little like TV stickers. Well, not TV. Like they can be TV, but they can also be like a desktop kind of thing. And I just want to put that over here for some of the work stuff that I want to do on Friday. And let me just read my list really quick. Okay, so on Friday I want to try to post some new releases. I'm really behind on that, so I'm hoping that I actually have some new releases. If not, I'll just have to, you know, lump anything that I work on this week into next week. Because I have caught up on orders, everything except for custom order. If I get anything between now and then, I'll make sure to print the invoices and stuff for those. And even if I don't get to actually posting any new releases, I'm assuming I'll have at least a couple things done, and I'll want to, at the very least, do the test prints and cuts, just to make sure that everything is how I want it to be. And then for this list, I'm using it for some of my extra stuff that I've been working on, like my class and everything. I need to catch up on modules. I want to go over my notes again. I want to do some work on my mods. I'm just going to write mod work. And I think I'm going to end up doing like a test print so I can just kind of go over it, not on screen. And then I would probably set up like a clean file, just because the one I'm working on right now is kind of a mess. It's like a mood board, but it's also like it's not a mood board. It's just like me putting all of my like coursework and everything in there so I can have it all in one place and like go over everything that I'm working on for the class. So yeah, I'll probably end up starting a new one and getting everything that I need to have done for it really organized. And then I'll probably do like a file backup, because I've been working on this for a while and I don't want to lose all of my work, because if I lose all of that, it'll be bad and I'll have to start over and then I'll be sad. Okay, so Saturday is the day we'll probably end up traveling down there, and I do think this will be like an overnight stay this time. That has been the plan. So I'm going to use one of my little like destination tag stickers. Put that there. And then I'm going to write New York trip. And we'll end up meeting with my husband's friend. And then one thing that we want to do is go to Crossgates because I need to go get boots. And I'm not a shopping kind of person. I'm one of those people that I'll buy stuff and then I'll just keep on to it until it's just molecules tethered together by dust. But I need to get new boots, so I'm not looking forward to it. I'm actually mostly being coerced into it by my husband, who said if I get new boots, he'll get me new moccasins. So that'll be fun, because I don't actually like wearing sneakers. I don't know, I love moccasins. So that's incentive for me to actually buy boots, because I'm not looking forward to it at all. And then I'm thinking, I know we're going to end up doing a lot of food-related things, but I'm not sure what I want to put to kind of mark everything, because I don't want it to be super specific. So I think I'm going to just take this yay sticker, and then I will just write a few of the things that we're probably going to end up doing on this day. I know we'll probably end up traveling to the Italian bistro, which is a little bit out of the way from the area that we'll be in. I'm certainly not looking forward to that particular part of the trip, but I know my husband really loves that restaurant, so we'll probably end up going. And then probably for dessert, we'll end up going to Cold Stone. And then I'm thinking on this day we'll probably end up doing, I don't know, maybe we'll probably end up going to the giant Joann's that's out there, because I like going to that. Because if you've never seen the a really big Joann's fabrics, oh, they're phenomenal. We only have itty bitty teeny tiny ones here in Vermont. It's 90% fabric and 10% of just other things. So to go to a Joann's where they actually have planner supplies and pens and art supplies and just everything else, oh my goodness, it's heaven. I love it so much. So I always try to go whenever we're there. And then on Sunday, we're probably going to just do a couple of other little things. I want to use these little fall leaves sticker, just because I know we're going to want to take some photos while we're out. And I also know that we're going to want to do a couple of things, go to Uncle Sam's Candy and probably go to Bowman's. Oh my goodness, I just love those little leaves. Oh, those are so cute. Okay, so I'm focusing, I swear. Okay, so I'm going to use this Happy Plans sticker. I'm just going to write down a couple of the places we're going to go, like I mentioned. Uncle Sam's Candy, because they have the best truffles in the world. And probably go to Bowman's, which is the apple orchard that we like. And then we're probably going to go to Saratoga, because they have an art store out there that I love, but I always end up forgetting while we're in the area, and I want to try to remember because they close really early. And I think for up here I'm just going to write something kind of generic, fall adventures, because we're probably just going to take some pictures along the way. And hopefully the leaves are still up and looking really pretty, and hopefully it's kind of a sunny day. But if not, we'll end up with some foggy, misty fall photos that we can still enjoy. Okay. And I don't think I can fit anything else on that day. Now I'm going to put in the note section a couple of things that I just couldn't fit in the rest of the week. So I want to use this little calculator because I want to do November budget stuff. And I want to remember to grab a couple of things at the grocery store. And I'm thinking I may want to space these out a little bit. Just because it doesn't need to be so close. I don't have I don't have to fill up this entire space. So I'm just writing grocery shopping, and I'm writing down that I want to go to Trader Joe's, which is a place that we just haven't gone for a while. but I want to get some coconut oil because I always make my own like balms for winter. I used to make body care products, so like I just naturally I know the recipe that I like, and I just don't find anything with like that same consistency to it like in stores. And since I know how to make it, I make it myself and I use it all winter. So I want to get coconut oil for that. And then I also just want to remember that we need to go to Costco for a couple of things and Market 32. And then for habits, I want to make sure that I'm drinking enough water. I want to, I guess, kind of track some self-care things and make sure that I'm doing a little something for myself each day, because I just, there have been some things that I've wanted to do and then I felt like I couldn't, and like if I don't know, like I felt like if I did it I'd feel really bad. So alright, and I think that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next week. Bye guys!